morning, boys and girls. This is Pastor Janet, and I am delighted to be with you again this morning. Happy Mother's Day to your moms and grandmas and nanas and grannies. And we hope that you have a wonderful day with them. We are going to be continuing our story on Does God Have a Big Toe? And it is stories about stories in the Bible. And it is written by Marc Gellman and it is illustrated by Oscar de Mejo. So we will read chapter 2. But before we do that, I would like to read a little bit about the story we're going to read the story about in the Beginner's Bible. So we're all on the same page. This story is about Adam and Eve. God had planted a beautiful garden for Adam in a place called Eden. A river flowed through the garden. Doesn't that look lovely? Adam loved his new home, and his job was to name all of the animals, care for the garden. Adam loved all the animals, but he could not find a friend that was just right for him. So God created woman. Adam named her Eve, and she was just right for Adam. Adam and Eve loved each other, and they took care of God's garden. Now, this story is found in Genesis chapter 2, and I invite you to take a look at that in your Bible, your children's Bible, or maybe mom and dad could read it to you from their adult Bible. So let's get started. Does God have a big toe? Chapter 2, Adam's Animals. Now God made and named almost everything in the world. God made and named heaven. God made and named earth. God made and named the sun and the moon and the stars and the waters. God made and named almost everything. God even made and named the first man, Adam, which means red earth, because God made the first man out of red earth. But God did not name the animals. God thought, I want Adam and Adam's children to protect and care for these animals. Maybe if I let Adam name the animals, he will get to know them better and take better care of them. Well, when Adam heard that he could name the animals, he was so happy. He ran right over to a brown furry with teeth who was sleeping under the tree and yelled in its ear, I am going to name you. The brown furry with teeth opened one eye and yawned and went back to sleep. Very soon, Adam realized he didn't know what to name the brown furry with teeth, or for that matter, any of the other animals. Adam sat down on a sleeping brown furry with teeth to think of a plan to name the animals. Suddenly, it came to him, I know, I will give each animal a number. That way, when I want to call an animal, I just call its number. Adam looked down at the brown furry with teeth, lifted up its ear, and screamed, You are number 1. The brown furry opened one eye, yawned, and went back to sleep. Adam spent the rest of the day numbering the animals. He gave numbers to the slimy swimmers with no fins, fuzzy hoppers with twitchy noses, squeaky flyers with colored feathers, speedy crawlers with tiny feet, scaly swimmers with red eyes, and a whole bunch of gray, black, and white furries with teeth who looked like they were related to number 1. In the late afternoon, somewhere between the numbering of the tiny sand diggers and the swarming wood eaters, Adam lost count. He plopped down again on a brown furry with teeth to think up a new plan for naming the animals. After a time, Adam decided, I will call animals, hey you. That way, when I need an animal, I will only have to remember one name. The next day, Adam needed a big rock moved out of the way. He wanted the large, gray, wrinkled, up, long-nosed, big-eared, white-tusked, tree-eating stomper for the job. So he yelled out, hey you! Come over here and move this rock. But instead of the large, gray, wrinkled, up, long-nosed, big-eared, white-tusked, tree-eating stomper, a rather small, quite noisy, banana-eating, chirping swinger hopped off on the top of the rock and began eating a banana. Adam was quite discouraged and returned to the brown furry with teeth to think up yet a new plan for naming the animals. But this time, nothing came to him. Then, the brown furry woke up, shook Adam into a nearby bush, and growled a huge growl, looked Adam in the eye, and said to him, "Roar! Listen to me. With all your talking, you never once thought to ask us, the animals, what we would like to be named. Why don't you try that? Now, I don't know what they call a skinny, hairless, red earth footwalker like you, but they call me Bear." So Adam asked all the animals what they wanted to be called. And do you know what? They told him. I hope you enjoyed our second chapter of Does God Have a Big Toe? And maybe you can think about all the names of animals that you know. I'll see you again next week. God bless you and keep you safe. Bye-bye for now.